Oui, t'inquiète. Mais il est fort à vaincre.
Non, ça va, il est pas.
Mais est-ce qu'il est plus dur que le dragon?
Ouais,
Ah, ok. Le dragon, je l'ai recommencé 4-5 fois. Hein. Je tiens à préciser. Hein. C'était la dernière étape que j'arrivais jamais. Mais en fait, j'y arrivais, mais de près, quoi. Le dragon, ouais, j'avoue, moi, j'ai galéré. Tu me dis quand t'es sur le live. Dis-moi bien quand t'es sur le live, hein, je commence. Hein. Vas-y, attends, je te fais chier. Hein,
non.
T'inquiète. Le pire, c'est le cerf, il est magnifique en vrai.
Ouais, le cerf, ouais, il est bien.
En vrai, à fond. De ouf. De toute façon, c'est moi qui est con. Je vois quand il y a quelqu'un sur mon live. Ah d'ailleurs, il y a quelqu'un, wesh. Hello. Salut. N'hésite pas de follow, merci. Je suis pas un streamer, je sais pas parler. Le colonel 69. Comme ça se prononce. Tout attaché. Ben, si tu m'as follow, normalement tu dois avoir la notification. T'es un enculé. Ah vous êtes deux? Ah ouais vous êtes deux. Vas-y j'avance, je lis pas pour toi, je m'en bats les couilles.
We shall use the upgraded Guayjon book. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Une minute à perdre, il faut agir maintenant. Ok.
Yep.
Oh là là. What the fuck, bro? Ouais, elle, c'est la patronne, quoi. Oh, mais c'est trop beau, frère. J'ai des frissons, la vie de ma mère. Oh. Ouais, mais ça c'est rien.
They're attacking the glacial ballista.
En 3 secondes, ils sont morts. Ah!
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guajon Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Shiver!
You can't run! Well... I miscalculated. Let's move. Have a load of this. Wind blade!
Yeah!
Disappear! Don't be a killjoy! Use this first.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with
C'est tout?
it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Ah! J'ai plus de bouffe.
I will end you. Stay there.
Yeah! The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many between too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time of Julian Karst! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Wind blade!
Eat this!
This should be fun. My duty.
With the blood of the Chelian, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War! So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going
Going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Disappear!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Looks like I went too far.
With the wind!
Nice and spicy.
This is good. This is it.
The systems. You're toast.
Don't get in the way. It's time. No excuse for signing. My duty.
Look at me.
Disappear!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace! Windblade!
Look at me.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Whoa.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Uh-oh.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber. What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
J'ai géré en vrai.
Moi j'étais trop aussi.
Ah, à fond. J'ai géré ou pas?
Ouais. Ah, Monsieur J me fascine encore.
Just once.
Wow. J'ai trop géré. Et là c'est fini.
Non.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade.
Qui? Bah, 3 têtes là?
The effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time.
Ah non, non.
It will be some time before the overlord of the...
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud. I've heard that when Ningguang... At first, it was only the size of a small room. But with continued expansion, it has become the palace that... It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the... Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is true, but that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing...
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the... I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone will... Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adepti.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on, although their blood is weak. There is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between...
Seeing the...
Your line of inquiry is a...
Seems like the Adepti have had a...
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Deep.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons mean. One fears that by the time... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and a child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Void. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that... We're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask... For him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Oh, mais ça va, c'était facile, gros. Non, ouais, j'avoue, c'est...
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshan Funeral...
We've come to see Zhongli! Could you...
Unfortunately, Zhongli...
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong... Last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about... We had better go and...
Normalement. Allô, allô.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Wesh. Tu veux faire des donjons, là? Ah ouais. Mais non, hier on pouvait pas, souviens-toi.
Ouais, mais il y en a certains
Ouais, t'as pas réfléchi en gros. T'as pas vérifié.
Bah ouais. Je les ai pas tous vérifiés.
Bah, j'ai l'impression on a un peu la même.
C'est là pour augmenter le mal. J'ai fait le petit peu de bruit.
Ouais. Attends, je finis juste. Qui êtes-vous?
Je sais plus c'est qui déjà. Déjà il y a des missions de guilde. Je vais les faire vite.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
T'as même la chance.
Oh, it's
Hey, it's Jean-Luc.
it's ah.
Ah, mais moi, tu sais quoi, je vais te dire un secret. Il y a Fred qui est au courant, tu vas me dire non. Il y a que les bons qui partent. Arrête, je vais couper mon live, on sait jamais. À la limite, j'espère pas ça va te faire pleurer. Hein. Arrêtez. Hein.